What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another 5 minutes or less review. This week it's of a film that Stanley Kubrick liked so much that he actually reached out to the director Julio Medem to see if he could purchase his personal copy of it, which he actually did, and it's 1993's The Red Squirrel, a La Ardilla Roja, which is the name of a campground where most of the action of the film takes place. If you're fans of Hitchcock and De Palma, if you like a film that has some sort of dreamy sequences, that really is just a very solid mystery and a very unique kind of vision with some fantastic scenery and cinematography, this film is for you, okay? And it's essentially about a sort of washed-up musician, rock musician, who's kind of suicidal, who actually saves a woman who has been involved in a motorcycle accident and takes her to the hospital and then fabricates a story about their relationship. And after a few days, he picks her up and absconds with her to this remote campground where he endeavors to make a whole new identity for the girl and a whole new backstory, you know, and tries to tell her that she is his longtime lover. Of course, they're in this sort of remote campground and they're kind of right on top of other campers, so they can't help but strike up conversations with some of the other campers, and who start to ask questions, the kind of questions you would normally ask, and a few holes are poked in the story, and they have to sort of think fast. I've noticed in these films a lot of times, if you're trying to hide a dead body, it's not good to have dogs around. If you're trying to hide secrets from people, it's not good to have kids around. Okay, so the one family that they become friendly with, they have two girls. Actually, one of them doesn't belong to them. They've got saddled with taking care of this one girl whose mom is off trying to find a new boyfriend at the campground, which is a little humorous side story. And then their older son shows up, and who, by the way, likes to practice hypnotism. So eventually, somebody gets hypnotized and some information comes up. But let's back up to the beginning of the film for a moment when this guy brings in this injured amnesiac woman into the hospital. We get to meet some of the hospital staff and also some of the other side characters that work around the hospital. And they're all listening to like a late night radio show where you can call in and express your interest in somebody that you've seen in the community. And maybe they'll respond back and you can sort of hook up with them. That almost seemed just like a throwaway thing, but it actually comes into play towards the end of the movie, and it's tied to a mysterious individual who is sort of closing in on this erstwhile young couple who are trying to build a new life together. And it's a really a thrilling climax, very interesting. So I really like the way they did that. As far as our two leads go, they're excellent. I mean, you have this guy who's almost become obsessed with creating a new identity for this woman. And then from her perspective, I mean, what does she know and what doesn't she know? How much does she remember and how much is she going along with things? It's really interesting. It'll really keep you guessing to the end. This is a very solid film, a very adult-oriented film with some nudity and violence, but not exploitative in any way whatsoever. Like I said, reminded me of De Palma and Hitchcock a little bit, but really a very unique, interesting film. Highly recommend it. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.